Good day! Welcome to Once Knows. First, let me introduce myself. I am Wenceslao Kent, under MarEnv 211 EDP code 57968. So, what is marine environment? Marine environment is the aquatic surroundings where it is composed of the ocean, seas, lakes, coral reefs, mangroves, and the aquatic animals and the other living things in the water bodies. Marine environment supports our cultural and social well-being, and the ocean's resources contribute to our economy. It is one of our major sources of food. That is why it has a big role in our life and in our economy. Pollution is a combination of chemicals and trash, most of which comes from land sources and is washed or blown into the ocean. This pollution results in damage to the environment, to the health of all organisms, and to economic structures worldwide. Many of our waste products end up in the sea and then can move through the ocean, endangering marine life through entanglement, ingestion, and intoxication. 80% of marine pollution comes from the land, and one of the major sources of pollution includes many small sources like septic tanks, plastics, garbage, cars, trucks, and boats, plus the waste of pesticides from farms, ranches, and forest areas. Millions of motor vehicle engines drop small amounts of oil each day onto roads and parking lots. Much of this makes its way to the sea. Trashes poses dangers to both humans and animals. Fish becomes tangled and injured in the debris, and some animals mistakes items like plastic bags for food and eat them. Small organisms feed on tiny bits of broken down plastics called microplastics and absorbs the chemicals from the plastic into their tissues. Small organisms that consume microplastic are eaten by larger animals, and the toxic chemicals then become part of their tissues. In this way, the microplastic pollution migrates up the food chain. MARPOL is the main international convention aimed at the prevention of pollution from ships caused by operational or accidental causes. It was adopted at the International Maritime Organization in 1973. The Protocol of 1978 was adopted in response to a number of tanker accidents in 1976 to 1977. In the 1978 Protocol was absorbed into the parent convention, and the combined instrument entered into force in 1983. In 1997, a protocol was adopted to amend the convention, and a new Annex 6 was added, which came into force in May 2005. The technical requirements of MARPOL are included in 6 separate annexes. Annex 1, which is the regulation for the prevention of pollution by oil, entered into force on October 2, 1983, and its main objective is to protect the marine environment through the complete elimination of pollution by oil and other damaging elements, and to lessen the chances of accidental discharge of any such element. Annex 2, regulations for the control of pollution by noxious liquid substances in bulk, entered into force on October 2, 1983. The main principle of Annex 2 is to dilute cargo residues in seawater to prescribed limits. depending on their pollution hazard, and facilitate the distribution of charges by utilizing the wake of the ship. The prevention of pollution by harmful substances carried in the sea in package form entered into force on July 1, 1992. Aims to prevent or minimize pollution of the marine environment by harmful substances in package form. Annex 5. Prevention of pollution by garbage from ships entered into force on December 31, 1988. Aims to eliminate and reduce the amount of garbage being dumped into sea from ships. Its terms include all kinds of foods, domestic and operational waste, that are likely to be disposed of during the normal operation of the ship. List Annex 6. Prevention of the air pollution from ships entered into force on May 19, 2005. Its main objective is to limit the main air pollutants contained in ships' exhaust gas, including sulfur oxides and nitrous oxides, and prohibits deliberate emission of ozone depleting substances.